So remember about a month ago when the Leafs were on that terrible losing streak and there was a bunch of drama going on, like Mitch Marner just leaving the bench because he got benched and then being able to play again a shift or two later because Sheldon Keefe needed him, and all the drama and stuff surrounding the Toronto Maple Leafs at that time. And Mitch Marner specifically, he was like the poster boy for the pain that Leafs fans and the entire Leafs team was going through at that time. And now, fast forward now, we're only about a month later, and he just extended his point streak to 19 games against Tampa to break Daryl Sittler's record. And Mitch Marner's being celebrated by the Leafs fan base like I've never seen. And I think it was Steve Dangle who mentioned at the game where it's like the level of love right now that Leafs Nation is showing Mitch Marner has been like unprecedented for him, and everybody's really almost like falling in love with the player all over again here, and it's honestly pretty cool to see. Because I'm a Mitch Marner guy. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say, oh, I was defending him all along. No, I was on his back. I'll admit up to that. I was on his back about a month ago. I was asking the question, is he the player he used to be? Does he have too many tantrums? Is he the right type of player that you can win with? But now, look what he's doing. He's basically taking the team on his back because Austin's not scoring like he did last year. Like, he's doing pretty well, and he's picking it up definitely lately, and he's scoring. But don't kid yourself, Mitch Marner is the best player on this team right now, and he is carrying them offensively, which honestly is really good news for the Leafs. And if Marner is the catalyst offensively, I feel like that's when the Leafs are at their best. When Marner can jumpstart the offense and it all kind of flows through him, and then Austin can put the puck in the net with his eyes closed, a blindfold on, and Tavares can chip in, and then Nylander feels more comfortable to do his part. I think that's when the Leafs are cooking the best. And that's just my opinion from what I've seen. When Marner is really flying like he is now, to me, that's when the Leafs are at their best here. And I know they lost in overtime to Tampa, but they played a dang good game in that one. So I really am looking at this and I'm like, what happened to Mitch Marner in this past month? Seriously, like, he's up to 31 points in his last 26 games, which is this whole season. 10 goals, which is pretty good for a guy in Mitch Marner. Last year he had 35, but before that he hadn't hit the 30 goal mark in the NHL. So I'm really loving everything I'm seeing from him, and he's back to being one of the most dynamic, exciting players in the league. But the reason I titled this, What Happened to Mitch Marner, or What is Happening to Him, is because he looks like a completely different animal right now. People are talking about it. He absolutely looks like one of the best players in the entire league right now, which, let's make no bones about it, he was always a superstar, but one of the best players in the league. I mean, I would have been maybe a little gun shy to give him that mantra and to talk to him about like that. But now I feel completely comfortable saying that about him with his play right now because he looks possessed right now. He's amazing. I don't know what happened to him in this past month, but seriously, he looks like the highest tier of NHL player right now offensively. And even on the defensive side of the puck, he's not really cheating the game. Like, he's not getting his points by sitting at the opposing team's blue line, taking it in and scoring, or cherry picking, or what. No, he's playing the right way, that's what's impressing me most about Mitch Marner. The points are awesome, and the production is awesome, and the creation of offense is great. But what's really impressing me, he's doing it without cheating at the other end of the ice, which is, to me, like, that's a really, really cool thing to see from Mitch Marner, because that's how you win. Like, I always take the example of Taylor Hall and Eberle when they were with the Oilers. Like, yes, they would give you a goal, but they would also allow the goal to be taken back at their own end because they didn't play D, right? So you want offensive players who score and also don't get scored on. I think of a guy like Patrice Bergeron, and you're going to look at Bergeron and you're going to say, oh, well, he doesn't score 100 points in a year. He doesn't score 40 goals, 50 goals in a year. He's not a top-tier echelon offensive player. Well, to me, how I look at it is he produces less points than your high-flying offensive superstar, but he also gives up way less in his own end. So you're in the positive, in the plus, way more with Patrice Bergeron. And that's just really cool to see. And if Mitch can keep doing this, where he's flying and producing offensively and not giving up much in his own end, then the Leafs are really going to benefit from it. And hey, whatever you put in your Cheerios in the morning, Mitch, keep doing it, because man, is it working. And it's just fun to see when a guy like Marner, who's so dynamic, is at his best. Especially, he's from Markham near Toronto. He grew up a Leafs fan. It's really cool to see a hometown story. Marner's the guy that I want to see have the most success with the Leafs. And so I just think it's really cool. And I hope it continues for him. I'm wishing them best of luck. And hey, whatever's happening to him, keep it happening. Seriously. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace out.